The time is now. So what are you waiting for? It's time to attack the impossible. So what will you do with the moments that you have left?
Great American rugby. Rugby is life and life is great. I'm excited to share an opportunity to partner with Great American Rugby and help grow rugby in the U.S. Sponsoring Great American Rugby gives your brand exposure to a passionate rugby community, whether through logo placements, social media promotions, product giveaways, or brand collaborations. We can find the right fit for you. Here at Great American Rugby, we know that all businesses are different, so we're open to negotiating sponsorship budgets or alternative compensation that works for both of us. If you're interested, please fill out the sponsorship interest form. It'll only take a few minutes, and I'll personally reach out to discuss the next steps. Let's build something that benefits your brand while growing rugby. Thank you for your support. Let's grow rugby together. Rugby is life and life is great. Be great.
How y'all doing? My name is RC. I'm the CEO of a clothing line by the name of Wag Die. Wag Die stands for We're All Gonna Die One Day. So live life to the fullest. It's an anti-depression brand I started because in my earlier teenage years, I was gonna kill myself. So I wanted to start a group of people I wish existed when I needed them. So Wag Die has a lot of different components. Do a lot of different things. Everything from clothing, obviously that was our first one, gaming, community service. We participate in a lot of events, and we just go out and every day, honestly, we just meet as many people as we can and try to change their viewpoint on life from negative to positive. One of the most common misconceptions that I always receive about the brand lies directly within the name. What I want you to understand was that at that point in time when I originally created this slogan, I was going through such a crazy mental episode that I really came to terms with the fact that we're all going to die. And what I wanted people to receive from this message was that, yeah, we're all going to die one day, but live life to the fullest, because as far as we know in this life and existence, we only have one turn, one try to get this right. So live it and live it to the fullest.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl.
Beneath the pale moonlight, where we're dancing slow, I hear whispers of love. They sparkle like stars in the sky. In this moment with you, time just seems to pass by. In the quiet of the night, in a world so still, our hearts beat as one. In this love we fulfill. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. With every beat of my heart, I'm drawing closer to you. And through the seasons of time, our love will stand true. trust me, don't fear me. Baby, please hear me. There's nobody else for me but you. Our love is never ending, it's only just beginning. And I can't wait to start with you. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you to. Cause I'm your honey man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you to. Cause I'm your honey man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you to. Cause I'm your honey man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl.
We are back with another episode. I'm your boy Max Dollars, and this is That's All I'm Saying podcast. And like I said, it's your boy Max Dollars, your hoop hero, baby. And I got a special guest today, Cook. What's up, my girl? How you feeling?
What's up?
Hold on, let me get this together.
I'm feeling good.
Let me get this together.
Right.
Let me get the audience studio all in. What up, man? How you doing? Yo, what's up? Cook is in the building. Before we get to it, Cook, though, let me give a shout out to our sponsors. I want to give a shout out to Stillwear Athletic Brand, the Great American Rugby, Wag Die, and the one and only Abasi Steele, the Honey Man. The Honey Man is who we want to give a shout out to. So before we get going, this is episode 18. I want to say I appreciate you stopping in with me, Cook. How you been?
I'm been good.
Yeah.
I just been working, vibing, doing me for real.
Facts. If you didn't know, Cook is one of our local rappers here in the area, along as myself. Cook, you got anything you want to promote? You got anything coming
definitely. I got a video coming out. I'm Cook. The song is named Rook. Cook Rook. It will be streaming everywhere. Definitely gonna be on YouTube. I just recorded the video July 4th, so that's dropping. Just be on the lookout. Instagram is good _C.OOKIE. I'm gonna repeat _C.OOKIE. Cookie on Instagram. But
That's
I got a project coming out. I ain't gonna speak too heavily on that.
Yeah.
But just know a project is coming out when the video drop. Well, after the video drop. So I'm gonna pop my shit, talk my shit. And shoot, y'all can also go back on MyCityMyMusic podcast and watch these last 2 episodes we just had today. So really, I'm on the 3rd podcast show today, and I appreciate him for allowing me to come on here. Yeah, so just check everything out. And
For sure. It sounds like the video gonna be hot. Who shot it for you?
His name Josiah Pendleton on Facebook. Shoot, we just met off Facebook. He sent me a couple of his visuals. I was like, okay, I rock with it, and it was a good price. Yeah. $150 for the first video. Everything after $225.
That ain't bad at all.
And that's my first video. And shit, he got good visuals. I'm just waiting for the video to come back. And that's just what it is. Tap in.
We excited for the video to come out. What's the hook on the song? You remember the hook?
If your nigga look, then he took.
Hey.
Give me that. Just know your nigga going, cause I'm Cook fine ass. Bitches hella mad, I got them shook mad ass. Just know your nigga going, cause I'm Cook.
Hey, on the spot, Cook hot. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through. Cook with that hot fire. No, for sure. We excited to see that video coming out here shortly. YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, huh?
Everywhere.
For sure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, normally on my podcast, we talk about sports. We still going to talk about it. First, I want to give a shout out to my boy, Chris Heitch. Harlem Globetrotters is the jersey I'm wearing today. You know what I'm saying? Number 47, the animal. If you see the back, you know what I'm saying? We here. That's my guy. Shout out to the Harlem Globetrotters, one of the first African American professional sports teams to be out here doing it. Still out here doing it to this day. So we want to shout out them as well. You know what I'm saying? Again, to my boy Chris Heights. Appreciate the jersey and the merch, my guy. So Cook, I don't know if you've been watching sports lately, but if you haven't, I'm gonna catch you up.
Yeah, just inform me what's going on. Ask me my opinion of what based off what you done told me.
Yeah.
And we can pop our shit.
All right, for sure. So I started like this, right? You know what betting is, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. The point of betting is to win off of somebody's gain or loss, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now in sports, it's frowned upon only if you're an athlete, right? I don't think that really should matter.
Whether an athlete bet on
the
sports?
games, yeah. Now, if you bet on your own game, I get that, you know. But I do think that if
not to cut you off, I apologize, but I feel like, especially if they savvy in sports, and you know, especially if they betting and within the sport that they're playing, they will already know the outcome. Especially they already know how everybody already played, all the teams.
But you can't control it though.
Yeah, they definitely can't control it, but it's a bet, so that's just like going based off like what you might feel.
For sure, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter if a player bets on his own game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't really determine the outcome of the game. Unless he's the star player. People out here betting on role players, right? And role players really don't determine the game. It's really the stars, you know? And I feel like if a player is out here betting and you think he out here betting and it looks like he betting, just sit him down. Take him out the game, you know? It's easy because everybody who watches sports understands it's a rhythm, right? There's a rhythm to every game, you know? Like for basketball, if you about to take a layup, it's either 2 or 3 steps, 2.5 steps, 2 steps, 3 steps, something like that, whatever. It's a rhythm, right? If you catch it and shoot it, it's all a rhythm. If you're dribbling, it's a rhythm. If you see somebody consistently break their own rhythm and it looks like it's on purpose or it looks like you can tell when somebody messes up because they get mad at themselves. Right. But if they don't get mad at themselves, if they don't self-correct themselves, then in their head they already accepted the fact that they're trying to mess up the game, so they cheating, right? You can see this. Sit them down. You know what I mean? Nowadays,
okay, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like so nowadays, a lot of players are getting caught betting on games, and they're the ones that's either scoring too much, not scoring enough, right? If they're supposed to score 15, they'll score 15, and then they'll stop scoring. At that point in time, if he's a scorer, you gotta take him out.
Now they taking advantage of the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of players right now are getting caught up on these scandals of betting because they've been in debt with these bookies. Honestly, you can tell when a player is betting. You can see it on the film. If you don't take them out the game, the coach is involved, the GMs are involved, all the players are involved. Because you can tell when somebody's doing this. And if you can't tell, or if you can't tell, you're going to get upset with the player because he's messing up. You're going to yell at him. If you don't see nobody getting yelled at on the court, they in cahoots.
Not for real.
You know what I mean? They playing with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things going on right now. And I like to say this to all my people watching. The person who started all this betting shit was Michael Jordan. It was Jordan. Listen, they say that he quit 2 years because his father died. R.I.P. to the father. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the scandal at hand, which was betting, okay? The man was the greatest player on the face of the planet for a period of time. Mm-hmm. He had to take 2 years off of playing basketball because his father passed. Now, again, I ain't got nothing to do with his father passing, and that ain't nothing, and we ain't talking about that. Right. But what I'm saying is that when you play basketball at a high level, if you play with it it's your passion. Most of the time when you play, it's a safe haven. It's like meditation.
That's like where you go to, your go-to spot.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you're having a hard time in life, the last thing you're going to do is go away from your safe haven, right? So it's kind of ironic that Michael Jordan had to quit for 2 years after his father passed, okay? and regroup himself and go play a sport that he wasn't good in. Now, I know the story. The story is that he played baseball in high school. It was his father's first sport that he wanted him to play, and he first loved it, and yada, yada, yada. I'm not taking none of that away. All I'm saying, the facts. The facts is that he quit, and then all of a sudden, a scandal of betting came up after he quit, talking about this is the reason why he quit. Just so happened his father passed around the same time. So the two and two go ahead hand in hand.
Yeah.
I really think it's the latter. I think he was betting, and he lost a couple games.
Then
Now,
something
happened. The NBA told him, hey, you need to sit down for 2 years or we're going to let this scandal come out. Obviously, you can't let your golden goose lose the gold. So,
but if it still came out, you got fucked.
Yeah, but now it's came out, but it's a scandal, though. You know, like, they don't believe it. They say it's a rumor, it's a theory, it's not proven facts, right? Okay. The fact of the matter is that he was a great gambler back in the day. They say he lost a lot of money off betting on golf. You know, it don't sound right to me.
Yeah, no way. His whole passion was basketball. Is basketball.
So all I'm saying, people, do your research. I doubt it was because of the father, because we have plenty of times in history when somebody passes, something happens in your life, they go to basketball to release the stress every time. So it's hard for me to believe that the greatest player at that time had to take a break because his father passed and nothing else.
Because I know for sure basketball was really the only thing he was thinking about, for sure.
It's the only thing he really cared about.
Doing basketball at home, wish he was hooping. Yeah, I know how that shit go.
Nah, because you do it from, if you do a sport from the beginning, since you're 5'2", it's second nature. You could say it's an addiction.
It's a part of you.
It's a part of you. It's your third arm in a sense, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your second heart. It's what you breathe. You breathe. You see it. You live it every day. And for you to stop cold turkey, it got to be something else.
It had to hurt him.
It had to hurt him. It had to be something else. So, you know, I'm not saying, like I'm saying, I'm not saying that his father is, you know, all the stuff that happened with his father. I'm not saying none of that, because it was a tragic death and how it happened. R.I.P. to Mr. Jordan. What I am saying, though, is that basketball is a safe haven for a lot of people, especially people who play at a high level. And if something happens to you in your life, you go back to your safe haven always. And this is what you do at every time. Cook, what you been doing your whole life? You been rapping your whole life?
No. I actually, I was infatuated with track.
Oh, really? You was a track star?
I was a track star, yeah. I just started making the wrong decisions as I got older, but yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna be a track star. I ran track. I used to come in only third and up.
Yeah.
I used to run 200, 400s, 800s, 16s. My bad. Hold on, y'all.
You ran a 16?
Yeah, 1600. I used to run indoor, outdoor.
Yeah.
All medals.
Yeah.
I was good at that shit. You know how it'll be a whole team, but they really on your ass. It's because they see potential in you.
For sure.
Yeah. So they used to straight be on my ass, and then I could have had a full ride. I just started smoking and doing all this other shit. But track was my passion.
Track was your first love.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So do you watch it a little bit now?
Yeah. When the Olympics come on, I'm on it.
Yeah. So what you think about Noah Lyles? You think he fast?
I'm a mid-distance runner.
Okay. So you into the distance running.
So, like, I could do the 4. The 800 used to be my race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, overlapping people.
Oh, you was lapping people like that?
Yeah.
So you was sprinting that to the full.
I was good at my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's what's up. I ain't gonna lie. I used to run track back in the day when I was younger. I told myself it ain't for me. You know.
I used to hate the hard work, but I love the
results.
Victories.
Yeah. I mean, track is one of the hardest sports. You good? Track is one of the hardest sports to really conquer.
It made me mentally strong as a person.
Yeah, for sure.
I can say that for sure.
For sure. I think any sport that pushes you to that edge, to that limit, is going to make you a stronger person individually.
Track push you past your limits, and then you didn't even know you had all this gas still in you.
Right.
Yeah. When you reap that reward, it's like...
No, for sure. After you run that 8, though, you hurting.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. They used to say I used to have attitude. They used to say I used to have attitude.
After the 8?
Bruh, I don't need nobody talking to me.
No, I
I done
understand.
fell out.
I mean, you giving all your energy out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That 800 ain't no hoe.
And then I used to work hard at practice. I used to go hard at practice because they used to be on my ass. So I can't slack.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Now, since it's the summer, right? A lot of the summer events are going on right now. The Summer Olympics are coming soon. They're going to be in LA, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. Right now, the Summer League NBA is going on, and guess who is killing?
Who?
Bronny James.
Of course he was gonna snap.
Let me give a shout out to Bronny James. First of all, I need to give an apology. All right, Bronny, if you watching this, my bad, bro. I thought you should have went to college first. I didn't know you was league ready, but it makes sense who your father is, and all you did was train with pros your whole life. So I get it. You know, I see that the labors of your fruit is actually coming to fruition now, and it's looking good.
Excuse me, y'all.
Do your thing.
Let me get my shit together.
Do your thing, Cook. Cook will be right back with us. Listen, Bronny, back to you. All I'm saying, though, is that I knew you had it in you. In college, I thought you was going to be better in college, but due to the heart issue, I knew you was going to have to take a step back, which is fine. It's understandable. But now that you're flourishing in the league, it looks good on you. I think in about 3 years, Bronny is going to be a starter in the league as a premier player. Premier player. The man got it. Listen, you got to understand, last year when he was coming, it was his rookie year. His dad is still the GOAT. So it's hard for you to shine when your dad is on the court because you're probably nervous to do certain things, take a shot here and there. I'm sure he's trying to get over that hump, but when he's in the G League and when he's in the Summer League, it's all him. And he's playing against his college he's playing against college players that he played against in college. So there's no difference. There's no shock value. There's no surprises. If I'm better than you in high school and if I'm better than you in college, I'm going to be better than you in the league. It's just a transition of skills. And if you got that, you're going to win. And it looks to me like Bronny got it, and he's going to show it. This year is going to be a great year for Bronny. I seen a quote that said he's going to work hard and try to be that strong person coming off the bench. But in 2 years, I doubt he'll be with the Lakers. But in 2 years, I guarantee you he's going to be a starter. He's going to get a max contract somewhere. He's going to be a defensive threat. But outside of that, he's going to be a one to hit the open shot. He's going to probably play you 94 feet. He's going to be in the passing lanes. He got sneaky bounce. He's going to catch you. And he's going to knock down the open shot. So right now, I think we're just seeing the beginning of Bronny James. In about 2 years, I believe Bronny is going to be a standout star. He might be able to make an all-star appearance, depending on the kids coming out of college, because everything is changing. Nowadays, we're not even seeing it's the way college is set up. We don't get a chance to fall in love with college stars. That's why you don't really see the new NBA stars emerging, because there's no story, there's no back history. But I do think that the NCAA with this NIL is actually helping college basketball. Why? Because it's actually going to bring back the rivalries. Kids are going to stay in school a little longer because there's no need to go to the league. There's no need to go overseas at a fast pace. If I'm getting paid good money in college, then I can stay here. I can develop my game, get paid great, and I can ball. You know, college is fun. College is a learning experience. It's not adulthood. The league is adulthood. Overseas is adulthood. But when you're in college, you're still a kid. You're looked upon as a kid. You don't have responsibilities of that magnitude, like bills. I mean, you're still going to have bills, but house notes, bills, insurance, you know, all the things that come with being an adult. Now, in college, you get away with it. You're still going to run with those things, but more than likely you're going to be in the dorm. More than likely you're going to eat in the dorm, in the cafeteria. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of positives to stay in college, and that's what I think the NIL is going to do for a lot of these college teams here in the future. It's actually going to bring the rivalries back because a lot of kids are going to stay in college a little longer, which allows Duke and North Carolina to have their rivalries. We're going to start seeing players develop more. They're going to be in college for 3 to 4 years. So now we're going to see the development. That's when we start to see the love of the game back. That's when we're going to be able to fall in love with a college kid that goes to the league. Now we know his backstory. Now we fall in love with him even more because we know his story, we know his growth, and now we're going to see his blossomness into the league. Now, one thing that I think the NCAA should do is they should make kids stay in college for 2 years. Now, if you happen to leave early, then you forfeit your money. You give the money back. As much as you got, because most of the kids are going to spend it. But if you stay for 2 years plus you keep your money, that allows college kids to stay in school more. That allows, like I said, the rivalries to become stronger. That allows colleges to make more money. NCAA tournament will be a little bit more exciting. It's just, I think that the rivalries in college sports is what made college sports. Now, if every kid is going after 1 year, you don't get the chance to know who they are, especially if they don't have a lot of publicity. But you don't get to know who they are. You don't see their development. You don't see their game. A lot of kids have fallen by the wayside in the last, let's say, 4 years from college to the NBA because you don't know who they are. You don't know where they came from. You see them for a couple months, and then they go to the league. And then when they go to the league has already big stars, names. So they just fall into the cracks. They either go to the G League or they become a role player. Now, with the opportunity that we have it now, the league is changing. The league is actually changing towards younger faces. You can actually see the league is actually going towards Cooper Flag. It's going to go towards the kid that's going to go to BYU because it says that the Jazz are about to they're cleaning house, and it looks like they're going to tank this next year in order to get the number 1 pick, which happens to be the kid that's going to BYU. And it looks like the league is just gearing up for the next regime of kids coming in. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Let me see here. Now, like I said before, the NBA Summer League is going on right now, and it's actually an exciting time for a lot of players. Why? Because this is the time for people to shine. There's not a lot of structure. It's kind of free for all. They want to see what your abilities are. They put a little tag here and there for you to do, a little plays up and down for you to get in and get out. But for the most part, this is just a showcase for you to see if you can get a spot. See if you can get a contract, a 10-day. If you can be on the G League and be a two-way player. But there's a difference between the Summer League and the NBA. There's a difference, right? A lot of people can't transition because they think that the Summer League is the same as the NBA, and it's not. The NBA is where you really got to come with it. There's real structure. There's a plan, there's strategy, and if you don't understand this, then that's when you see players fall down. Like, there's a lot of kids out there like Zion, was amazing in the summer league, came to the league, still amazing, but kind of dropped down a little bit. Cooper Flag, said to be great, has already had the summer league selling out tickets, $205 a pop, and I'm sure he's going to do well in the summer league this year. We're going to see how well he translates to the NBA once he goes. Obviously, the team is going to be structured around him, but that doesn't necessarily mean success. That doesn't necessarily mean that you are that guy when it comes to league structure. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the summer league is going to be great for him, but we just have to see how the NBA season comes around, and it's coming quick. It's coming quick, and I'm sure that he's going to do well. Let me see here. I have a question. I have a question for you guys. When do you separate individual? When do you separate the individual from team accomplishments or team failures? Okay, because a lot of people on my timeline always say that all you do is pump up LeBron, LeBron this, LeBron that, but his teammates, you kind of shit on them. And I don't. I never said his teammates was garbage. They just not on the level of him. And when you're on a certain level and you're trying to elevate your team to a certain level with you, and it's hard for them to elevate, then you can see the difference between good and not good. Now, I'm not the one that say LeBron did everything on his own. That's not what I'm saying. All I say is that he did what he was supposed to do, and his teammates did what they could do. There's two different things. LeBron did what he was supposed to do. His team did what they could do. Now, if they did what they were supposed to do, then you have a different story. But when you do what you can do, there's room for improvement. Okay? Now, when it comes to this, that's where you have the individuals that say, well, I did what I was supposed to do. I scored 30. I completed the contract. I did what I was supposed to do. You didn't do what you're supposed to do, and you started to point the fingers, and a lot of people get upset with that, but you shouldn't be upset. If you hold yourself accountable for your own actions, then you understand what you did and what you didn't do. And when people point it out, there should be an agreement. So when we talk about LeBron and his dominance in the league, the way he played and what he could do and what his teammates did not do, we're not pointing the finger at them saying that they didn't do or they were trash, or no, they just did what they could do, but what they could do just wasn't enough. Okay, now you can't, when it comes to injuries, you can't plan that. When it comes to mind farts or blanking out, you can't blame that. You can't count on that. You know, like, we're all human beings. You know, when J.R. Smith had that situation in the finals, I mean, it could happen to anybody. You know, he probably just blanked out and forgot what was going on and just made a mistake. You know, Kyrie getting hurt in the finals. You can't plan for that. You can only go around it and try to win in spite of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, playing basketball is a game of chance. It's a game of luck. The chance that you might win is 50-50. The luck part is if you don't get hurt. You know, you just have to be lucky. The great thing about LeBron James is that he might be one of the luckiest men in the world. He never got hurt, which allowed him to really fulfill his potential, which allowed us to see greatness from 18 to 40. You've never seen this before. Only time we see greatness from a young age to an old age is usually in music. Like I said before, you can put him in the category of a Michael Jackson or a Stevie Wonder or a Ray Charles. Somebody who started at a young age, completed the journey 100%, got to old age and still is killing it. You know? So it's one of those situations where the terminology GOAT, greatest of all time, has to be widened a little bit, because if something's done that you've never seen before, that's considered greatness. If something's done that you can't do, it's considered greatness. If you believe in, I don't know, greatness, then you would recognize what it is. But a lot of people in my comments are just flat out haters. You're just hating because everybody wants to love Jordan for so long. And I'm not saying not to. I'm not. I'm saying you can have your GOAT. He was great. But we have to move on. The same conversation was held with Dr. J. when he was great. Everybody said Dr. J might be the greatest player of ever. When he jumped in the air and went under the goal and still shot the layup, everybody said at that particular time, this is the greatest play of all time. Nobody has hang time like this. Nobody can maneuver the ball in the air just like this. And as time unwound, we start to see other players develop athleticism. We can go down now and see numerous of players do that same move. Nobody's wowing. Because the first person who does it is the great one. That's why you love Jordan. Because he was the first one to do what he did. And you call him great. That's why you need to love LeBron. Because he's the first one to do what he did. And you're not calling him great. It's repulsive. It's irritating. You guys are not understanding what greatness really is. We understand the flaws. We understand the failures. We understand. No problem. We understand everything. And when it comes to being great, there's different levels. I'll see you later, Cook.
All right, see you. Thank you, man.
No problem. No problem.
Right. Have a good night.
You too. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm trying to say is that there's a different level here of greatness. Michael Jordan is great for what he did in those 15 years. I'm not taking nothing away. I'm not. But what LeBron James did in these 22 years, from start to finish, is greater than what Michael Jordan did. Now, I want to start by saying that. I want to stop. I just want to say this, okay? I know I talked about betting before. We need to do some investigation on Chris Paul and James Harden if we want to talk about these betting things. There's a lot of things going on, but there's no possible way that Chris Paul chokes in every finals game or big game that he gets. There's no possible way that James Harden chokes in every game 7 series. Every game 7 series, James Harden lays an egg. Nobody's not saying nothing about betting or he's throwing a game, but I beg to differ. I think the man's cooking the books. There's no way a generational talent like James Harden is cooking everybody every year, every game. And when it comes to the playoffs in game 7, he chokes. As an athlete, as a former Division I athlete and a person who took basketball serious, I understand the concentration that you have. I understand that you need to be focused. I understand you can have bad games. But continuously having the same bad game over and over and then people can count on it and they can call it out, that's intentional. That's intentional. I'm not saying that he's cooking the books, but what I am saying is that he's cooking the books. He's out here playing with y'all, and y'all just think he's a choke artist. The man is an MVP. The man is a franchise player. The man he transitioned the game. There's a debate about who transitioned the game more, Steph Curry or James Harden. A lot of people say James Harden changed the game way more than Steph Curry. Same player, James Harden's impact is a little bit more stronger if he were to win, because everybody wants to go down this winning trend. If James Harden would have won those game 7s that he actually blew, he would go down in history as probably the greatest shooting guard outside of Michael Jordan, the greatest shooting guard of all time. Because he transitioned the game, he introduced a new level of playing. They changed the rules in order to stop him from winning and doing what he was doing. Because when I say winning, I mean going to the free throw line every time, getting all the fouls called for him, having the refs in his right pocket every time. Every time he would do a move and hit you with a pump fake and you jumped and you touched him and grazed him, he's going to the line. He would jump in you, create the contact, get the and one. They changed the rules just so that you can't manipulate the game anymore. This is because of James Harden. I would beg to differ that says that James Harden is one of the most influential basketball players of our generation. Outside of Jordan, who changed the game more? I say LeBron changed the game a lot, but he didn't change the game in this way. James Harden changed the game of basketball to the herk and jerk, step back, euro, foul, free throw line 20 times a game type of player. Now you say Shea Gilgeous-Alexander does it. You see DeMar DeRozan been doing it. Steph Curry does it a little bit. But every player since James Harden has came into the league, he has influenced, right? When James Harden wants to turn it on and he wants to get his wiggle back, he can get you every time. If he wasn't cooking the books, like I said, if James Harden was not cooking the books, he would be considered one of the greatest shooting guards of all time. More impactful than Wayne Wade, more impactful than Kobe Bryant, not more impactful than Jordan, but he's up there. James Harden. Let me see who else I got. Now, growing up, I believe you have to have some type of influence, okay? And if you are a basketball player, there's always somebody that's in your life at an early age that influences you. For me, it was Jimmy Jackson. Jimmy Jackson was the king of Toledo, Ohio. Went to Macomber, Ohio State, to the league. Jim Jackson, I remember, was in the University of Toledo working out, doing some chair work. And I'm at the top of the stadium just watching him work out. My mother says, "Hey, you know who that is?" I said, "No." She said, "That's Jimmy Jackson. He's in the NBA right now. You should go down there and talk to him." So what I did, I grabbed my ball, went down there, waited till he missed the shot because it took him about an hour to miss. Waiting for him to miss a shot, got the rebound, threw it back to him, said, "Hey, can I get your autograph?" Have the ball to this day. Jimmy Jackson was the first influence that I have of greatness. Second influence of greatness that I had was LeBron James. The story that I have about LeBron James, I seen him play in high school. He came to Toledo, Ohio, Savage Arena. He was in the districts. He was on his way to the state championship. When I tell you that he sold out the college arena, he sold out the college arena. Do I remember how I got a ticket? I do not remember how I got a ticket. I don't even know how I had money back in the day. But I was there. And as I'm watching the first half, I'm getting upset. I'm getting mad. I'm furious because the man did not shoot the ball. The number one player in the country is not shooting the ball at all in the first half. And I'm watching him and I'm perplexed. I'm thinking to myself, how is he great? I've seen this man on ESPN. I've seen him on the cover of Sports Illustrated. But he's not out here shooting the ball. He's actually just passing it to everybody. And they go into halftime, I think down by 2, maybe 4. The crowd is silent. Silent. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen because if he loses this game, is he going to go to the league? Is he going to be the chosen one? Is he really that great? Second half comes. Warm-ups up. He's dunking. He's doing everything that you want him to do. He's giving us a show. When I tell you when the second half started, the man went ham. When the game ended, LeBron James had 30 points. 30 points. Didn't shoot in the first half, but ended the game with 30 plus. The man is unstoppable. This is how I know what greatness is. If he played the full game at a full 100%, he would have had 60. You understand? He would have had 60 in a division game, in a district game, to go to the high school state championship. Greatest game I've ever seen in my life from an 18-year-old. I'm only 15. I don't know what's going on. I love basketball. But this guy, This guy is different. Ever since then, I knew I had to get to the league. Because if he could do it and he's from Ohio, I could do it. I'm from Ohio. It was crazy. I never forget it. Third influence that I had. I go to college. Shout out to Jackson State, the alma mater. I go to college, and we actually had a pro on the team. I've never seen a player that I played with that go to the league. I played against pros, but I've never had a player on my team that was destined to go to the league, so I never knew what it looked like. His name, Trey Johnson. Great player. Great player. I don't know what greatness is because, I've never seen it up close. I've only seen it from afar. Again, first experience with greatness was Jimmy Jackson. You're doing cone work. Okay, it was great. He's in the league already. I never saw his trajectory. I just heard stories. Everybody said who he was. I saw him. I believed it. I saw it. Then I saw LeBron James in high school. 18, going crazy. 30 and 1/2. Amazing. GOAT status. Third, Trey Johnson. College. Destined for the league. Now I'm starting to see the grind. I see the workout. I see the mentality. I see the effort. I see what it takes to get to the league. And now I'm hooked. In your life, you need to have inspirations on what's going to propel you to the next level. And those three players actually helped me set my path to where I wanted to go. Because without having a path to your destination, you don't have a place to go. You're just wandering. These three players, these three people, I know two of them, not LeBron, soon. I know two of them. They showed me that it's only a decision. You're one decision away from getting to your destination. Once you make that decision, the effort comes. The opportunities come. If you're ready, it comes easy. If you're not ready, you're going to struggle. And what did I see happen that year? We had a great year. Trey Johnson led us to the NCAA tournament. We happened to play Florida the first year with Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, Maurice Spatz, a lot of other players. I'm sorry if I miss you. Al Horford. They were on their two-peat, their repeat for their second championship. We played them the first round. And when I tell you there's really no difference between them and us but effort and understanding, Trey Johnson understood the assignment. He knew that he needed to play good against these players because everybody's watching. As a freshman, I felt like I needed to play good too because I felt like I was better than all of them anyways. But that's, confidence / arrogance / not knowing. But those three players showed me what it took, where to go, how to get there. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. Now, a lot of things are occurring in today's game. A lot of old heads are coming back on these podcasts, and they're saying a lot of things, a lot of what ifs, a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas. And I like to bring up one thing. T-Mac brought up a scenario the other day about how if he traded places with Kobe Bryant, would he not win a championship? I believe the answer is yes. If you swap Tracy McGrady, Magic's Tracy McGrady, with Kobe Bryant at that particular time when he's with Shaq, I believe that Tracy McGrady would have indeed won championships. Take away the injury part. If he had the same longevity of health as Kobe Bryant, then yes, they would have won championships. I believe that at the particular time, Tracy McGrady was wanting to win, willing to win, and was trying to win. But when you're on a franchise who doesn't care about winning, then you have to make a decision. Do I just go for the scoring and make myself great? Or do I try to make my teammates better and go from there? The decision is yin or yang. What did Tracy McGrady do? He went for the money. He's with Orlando. Nobody's trying to win in Orlando. I understand that. So I would have did the same thing. But if you would have flipped him and put him in Orlando and put him in LA and Kobe in Orlando, maybe their lives would have been the same. Maybe Kobe Bryant would never have won a championship, and we would have been looking at McGrady as one of the best to ever do it. Because at that particular time, he was one of the best that ever do it. So, to answer the question again, if Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant switched spots at that particular time when Kobe was with the Lakers and Shaq was on the team and Tracy McGrady was with the Orlando Magic, I believe that Tracy McGrady would have won championships. Hell, if you would have took Vince Carter off of the Raptors or the Nets and put him on the Lakers with Shaq, they would have won a championship. Because when it comes to good franchises, if you're a great player, your mentality changes. When you get expectations, when they put expectations on you and you want to succeed, you will meet those expectations. It's inevitable. Every great wants to win. Every great wants to win. But when they're put in a corner and they're given a scenario, do you win or do you take the money? And your franchise isn't about winning. You have to take the money. You have to. That's just the name of the game. So, again, if anybody would have traded places with Kobe Bryant, that was an elite player at that particular time, and they had to do it with Shaq, I believe that they would have won because Shaq was just that dominant. Shaq was the guy. Now, and that leads me to ask you this. What's more important, good business or good basketball? Because good business isn't always good basketball, and good basketball isn't always good business. Now, when it comes to this professional game, this is how I know that the NBA and these franchises they don't really care about winning. All franchises don't care about winning. They all don't. What they care about is filling the seats because they have to pay the bills and they have to pay the players. Winning does cure all of that, but winning costs a lot of money. A lot of owners don't want to go into the red to acquire the type of talent that it takes to win games. That's where good business comes in or good basketball comes in. And a lot of teams do good business. Players do good business. The great ones can do good business and do good basketball. But usually you have to be on a superior franchise. Lakers, Celtics. Right now the OKC is doing it. They have a good blend of good business and good basketball. Who else? It looks like the Timberwolves are starting to have good business and good basketball. But where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line between good business and good basketball? Where do you say, I don't want to take this amount of money. I would take less to let somebody else come to make us be a better team? Because you still have to live your life. You still have wants and desires. If you're good enough, you're going to get sponsorships. If you're not good enough, then you have to make the money work. And again, I ask the question, what's more important? Good business or good basketball? Because good business isn't always good basketball, and good basketball isn't always business. Isn't always good business. Now, before I let you go, I want to let you guys go with my boy, the Honey Man, because
you know you want me, baby. You know I want you too, 'cause I'm your honey man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl.